You've probably heard your whole life that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But what if the very foods you trust to be healthy are silently harming your heart? I'm not talking about the obvious stuff like donuts or bacon. I'm talking about foods you likely have in your kitchen right now, foods you chose because you thought you were making a smart, heart-conscious decision. As we get older, many of us really try to do the right thing for our health. We read the labels. We pick the options that shout low-fat, whole grain, or all natural. The problem is, the food industry has become masterful at hiding unhealthy ingredients behind these feel-good words. These are the ingredients that can lead to inflammation, high blood pressure, and the hardening of our arteries. So, I really hope you'll pay close attention. This information could be a critical wake-up call for you or someone you love. We're about to uncover 5 of these so-called healthy breakfasts, and more importantly, show you what to eat instead to protect your heart. Let's get into it. First on our list is one of the most common breakfast foods in the world, healthy cereal. You know, the ones the boxes are covered with claims like made with whole grains, a good source of fiber, or are even stamped with a heart-healthy seal of approval. It feels like a safe, responsible choice. But more often than not, it's a metabolic trap in a box. Here's the tough truth. Many of these cereals, even the ones that aren't coated in frosting, are loaded with staggering amounts of added sugar. A single bowl can easily pack 10 to 14 grams of it. To put that in perspective, the American Heart Association suggests men should have no more than 36 grams of added sugar per day, and for women it's just 25 grams. That means one bowl of healthy cereal can wipe out more than half of a woman's daily sugar limit before her day has even started. When you eat that much sugar in the morning, your blood sugar goes on a roller coaster. Your body releases a flood of insulin to try and control the spike. Doing this day after day creates a state of chronic inflammation. That inflammation is like a slow-burning fire inside your arteries, damaging the delicate lining. This process contributes to something called glycation, where excess sugar leads to harmful compounds that cause your arteries to stiffen and become less flexible over time, paving the way for plaque, high blood pressure, and heart disease. So, what's the fix? Swap that box of empty promises for a bowl of old-fashioned or steel-cut oatmeal. Real oatmeal is full of a soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which is proven to help lower your bad LDL cholesterol. It gives you slow-releasing energy, so your blood sugar stays stable. For a real heart-healthy upgrade, top your oatmeal with a handful of berries for antioxidants and a sprinkle of walnuts or chia seeds for omega-3s and more fiber. It's a simple switch that turns your breakfast from a heart wrecker into a heart protector. If something as innocent as cereal can be a problem, what about our number 2 culprit? It's a breakfast that feels like home for millions, a simple piece of toast with some jam. Many people, especially as they age, see this as a light, harmless way to start the day. But this combination can be one of the most damaging things you eat in the morning. Let's break it down. First, the bread. Most bread, including many types of whole wheat, is made from pulverized flour. This process strips out most of the fiber, leaving a product that your body digests almost as fast as pure sugar. That means you get the same dangerous blood sugar spike that triggers that inflammatory response in your arteries. Then you add the spreads. For decades, many of us switched to margarine, thinking it was the heart-healthy choice. And while it's true that most margarines sold in the US, today, no longer contain the industrial trans fats they once did. Thanks to an FDA ban, many are still made from highly processed vegetable oils that can contribute to inflammation. And the jam? It's usually just fruit-flavored sugar, giving your bloodstream another direct hit. It's a triple threat: refined carbs, processed fats, and a load of sugar, with almost no nutritional value. So, what can you do if you love your morning toast? Upgrade it. Ditch the white bread for a true 100% whole grain or sourdough bread, the kind where you can actually see the grains and seeds. And instead of margarine and jam, top it with something that truly nourishes you. Mashed avocado is a fantastic heart-healthy choice. Avocados are full of monounsaturated fats, which are great for your heart. They also have potassium to help with blood pressure, a sprinkle of chili flakes or a few slices of tomato on top, and you've turned a nutritional zero into a powerhouse breakfast. Coming in at number 3 is a food that has perfected the art of health deception: low-fat flavored yogurt. You walk down the dairy aisle and see cups of yogurt in every flavor you can imagine: strawberry, peach, vanilla, all proudly labeled low-fat. It seems like the perfect guilt-free breakfast, but the reality is often a sugary lie. Here's the trick. When food companies take fat out of a product, they also take out the flavor and texture. To make it taste good again, they dump in sugar. Lots of it. A small single-serving container of flavored yogurt can pack 18 to 25 grams of sugar. That's as much as a candy bar, disguised as health food. This morning, sugar bomb drives that same cycle of inflammation and increases the risk of weight gain and, ultimately, heart disease. Think about it, that sugar rush first thing in the morning forces your body into overdrive. Studies have consistently shown that high sugar meals can trigger a significant inflammatory response in the body. This isn't a small thing, it's real measurable stress happening inside your body after just one meal. The healthy swap here is incredibly simple. Switch to plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Plain Greek yogurt is a nutritional champion. It's packed with protein to keep you full and satisfied, and it's rich in probiotics for a healthy gut, which is closely linked to heart health. To add natural sweetness and a huge boost of nutrients, just top it with fresh berries. This one change cuts out a huge source of hidden sugar and replaces it with protein, fiber, and vital nutrients. We're about to get to the final 2 breakfast foods that could be silently damaging your heart. If you're finding this information helpful, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and ensures that more people see this important information. Now, let's get to our number 4 culprit. Our 4th breakfast to avoid is the king of convenience, the prepackaged breakfast bar or store-bought muffin. In our busy lives, these grab-and-go options feel like a lifesaver. They're marketed as being full of oats, fiber, and fruit, a healthy meal in a wrapper. But this convenience comes at a steep cost to your heart. These products are often just candy bars in disguise. They're typically made with refined flours, loaded with sugars like high fructose corn syrup, and held together with unhealthy industrial seed oils. They might have a tiny amount of oats or dried fruit to justify the healthy claims, but nutritionally, they're a desert. They offer very little protein or healthy fat to keep you full, which means you'll probably be hungry again in an hour after the sugar crash. I remember a gentleman named Frank, who was 72 and very serious about his health. He walked every day and always had a wholesome oat and honey bar for breakfast, thinking he was making a great choice. But his blood pressure was stubbornly high. When we looked at the label on his favorite bar, we found it had more sugar than a donut. Just by swapping that bar for a real food breakfast, his blood pressure started to improve within weeks. A great real food alternative is also one of the simplest: eggs. For most people, eggs are a nutritional powerhouse. They're an excellent source of high-quality protein, which is vital for maintaining muscle mass as we age. Prepare them scrambled with spinach, hard-boiled, or in a veggie-filled omelet. Of course, if you have specific health concerns like diabetes, it's always wise to talk with your doctor about what's right for you. Paired with a slice of true whole-grain toast, it's a breakfast that provides lasting energy, not hidden sugars. Finally, we arrive at our 5th breakfast food that's quietly wrecking your heart: processed breakfast meats, even the lean ones like turkey bacon and chicken sausage. For years, we were told to avoid pork bacon and sausage. So, many people switched to turkey or chicken versions thinking they were making a heart-smart move. And while they are lower in fat, they share the same core problem: they are highly processed. Processed meats are treated with a cocktail of additives to preserve them. The 2 biggest offenders for heart health are sodium and nitrates. Just a couple of links of turkey sausage can pack a huge portion of your daily recommended sodium. This can lead to a direct increase in blood pressure, putting immense strain on your heart day after day. Nitrates, used as preservatives, have also been linked to an increased risk of heart disease. So, whether it's pork or poultry, if it's processed meat, it's not your heart's best friend. But what if you crave a savory, protein-rich breakfast? The answer is to choose whole, unprocessed protein. We've already talked about eggs and Greek yogurt, Another great choice is a small portion of smoked salmon on your whole grain toast, which provides incredible omega-3 fatty acids. You could even have a small side of black beans with your eggs for extra fiber. The goal is to get your protein from a real food source, not one loaded with salt and chemicals. So there you have it. The sugary cereals, the toast and jam, the low-fat flavored yogurts, those grab-and-go bars, and even the processed turkey meats. The common thread is clear. These are ultra-processed foods, often packed with hidden sugars, refined carbs, and salt, all hiding behind clever marketing. The secret to a truly heart-healthy breakfast is to turn away from the box and the wrapper and turn towards real whole foods. Think fiber from oatmeal, healthy fats from avocado, and clean protein from eggs and plain yogurt. Making these simple swaps can have a huge impact on your energy, your blood pressure, and the long-term health of your heart. What did you think? Are any of these foods in your kitchen right now? Let me know in the comments below. Your story might just help someone else make a life-changing choice. And don't forget to subscribe, because in our next video, we're revealing the top 10 dinner foods that can help reverse damage to your arteries. You won't want to miss that. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.